What'd you forget?
Nothing.
Then why'd you come back?
'Cause I live here.
Come on, Samantha, you're gonna be late for school.
What are you talking about? It's 4:30. You okay?
Tired, I guess.
What's wrong?
No booze, no meds, no drugs.
And no view. Building's half empty. He'd rather a view of the turnpike than the park.
Park views are probably 50% more. You're surprised the guy's a pragmatist after looking at this place?
Guy's not a pragmatist. He's a flagellant.
Oh, looks like mold.
Mom would have cleaned better.
I feel fine.
I'm sure you are. We're just being cautious. So where do you guys go other than home and school?
Nowhere. Dad works at home, and I go to school.
What about sports, friends, travel?
Like I said, Dad works at home, and I go to school.
Must be hard not having your mom around, huh?
I was only 4 when the accident happened.
Still, I'm sure you both miss her sometimes.
Not really.
You're strong.
No, I just don't get what the big deal about death is, you know?
Yeah.
Mr. Harmon.
Where are you going?
I have an appointment. I have to go.
We haven't finished with your treatment, and we're still waiting on some test results.
I have an appointment.
Sorry, you're gonna have to reschedule.
I really have to go.
Mr. Harmon, do you know where you are?
Why are you trying to stop me?
His eyes.
Is he having a seizure?
His pupils are responsive. I think he's asleep. Sleepwalking is not a diagnosis, it's a symptom. As long as we can't figure out why.
Stress-induced insomnia. Lots of people sleepwalk.
Not in the middle of the day before they've even put their head on a pillow.
Could be some sort of narcolepsy.
Which is caused by...
There's usually a genetic history.
Or?
If you know the answer, can you tell us the answer?
I don't know the answer. Which brings us back to... Or?
Some sort of environmental trigger.
Which means...
It's a toxin.
So we are...
Being led down an annoying path.
I honestly don't know where this is going. Just following the clues.
We're right back where we started. The mold we found doesn't cause these symptoms, and there's nothing else at his home.
And?
And you're obnoxious. He never goes anywhere else.
Which we know because...
Because he says so. Because his daughter says so. Because they have no reason to lie.
Which proves he never goes anywhere else. When... he's...
Conscious.
Oh my God, you're right.
He said he had an appointment.
Next time, let him keep it. Send him home, see where his dreams take him.
He's having sleep sex.
Maybe. Pull up to her.
I know.
What'd that guy want?
Piss off.
Go after him. She's not a hooker.
How do you know?
Do you want me to describe the clues, or do you want to stop him before he finishes off the drugs he just bought? Apparently Rip's a coke fiend.
Can't believe I did coke.
You were asleep.
I chose to do coke.
In your sleep. You weren't responsible.
Something inside of me wanted to do it. Something inside of me didn't think it was wrong.
It's like a dream. We all do stuff in our dreams we wouldn't do when we're awake.
I don't.
What's that?
Did I fall asleep and hurt myself? I don't see any cuts.
Because there aren't any. I think you're sweating blood.
Blowing blood out of every orifice. I think it just might be vascular.
Vasculitis?
If I'd said it might be vetus garular, would you have said vetus garulitis? Tested for vasculitis, angio, and blood.
Even if we're right, he's gonna need a kidney transplant.
Test the daughter.
Do you understand the risks of living with one kidney?
Yeah.
And you still want to proceed with the transplant?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
No,
I'm saying you can proceed.
I'm saying I can't. Whatever he has, she has too. She's sleepwalking. I need a genetic disease.
I'm sure you're carrying a few.
Symptoms are kidney failure, bleeding, and insomnia.
You paid off the pool? Technically, anyone who didn't enter is a winner.
It's not over yet. Everyone's happy until they unwrap that pretty present and find they got a wall clock in the shape of Africa.
Adoption's a cheat, remember? There's no real pregnancy, so there's no stranded dopamine receptors, so there's no postpartum depression. Cuddy will be the happiest new mother you've ever seen. I've just given you the answer, haven't I?
Good news. I know what you have, and you're both going to be fine.
What? Are you serious?
Yes and no.
So you do know what they have?
Yeah,
But they aren't gonna be fine.
no idea. They might be.
Why the hell would you say they were?
To make them happy.
For 2 seconds?
Technically, to see if they can be happy. I should have seen a grin, a twinkle, a sigh of relief, something.
They're sick. They're tired.
They're anhedonic, incapable of experiencing pleasure. Something's bushwhacked their dopamine receptors.
They're depressed. Mom's dead, Dad's dying. You should know that being bummed isn't necessarily a pathology.
Being bummed doesn't explain their lack of friends or their indifference to each other.
Why their place had no music, no view, no decor.
But if you can't feel pleasure, what's with the cocaine?
Really? Is that why you do drugs? Because you're happy? Most people do them because they want to be happy. His subconscious craved it, needed it.
Most common cause of anhedonia is schizophrenia.
Sure, in white folk.
They're black?
They're liars. What's your name?
Jerry Harmon.
Your real name? Hussarian? Herzog? Alibaba?
Hamoud. Jamal Hamoud. Changed it when we invaded Iraq. First time. How'd you know?
You and your daughter have familial Mediterranean fever. It's a genetic disease contracted by people of Mediterranean descent. Sephardic Jews, Armenians, Arabs. Causes anhedonia, seizures, kidney failure, even lactose intolerance. Symptoms are set off by age and stress. Kid couldn't get happy, but she could get stressed by daddy dying.
You don't know if we'll get better?
Treatment tends to be hit and miss once you reach the sweating blood stage. Start them on colchicine and melphalan.
His kidneys are fried. If he doesn't have FMS, the colchicine will kill him.
Boy, sure hope I'm right.
Mr. Harmon, I need you to open your eyes. Feeling better?
How's Samantha?
Healthy enough to toss you a kidney?
Dad?
Sammy.